MCP or Agent Skills? Which one should you use? Here is the short answer. MCP mainly gives an AI agent access to outside systems. Agent Skills mainly give it a repeatable way to work. They are not natural rivals. Many useful workflows need both. Imagine hiring a new employee. You give them email, access to customer records, and permission to use the refund system. But you do not explain the refund policy, the checks to perform, or when to ask a manager for help. Can they access the systems? Yes. Do they know how to do the job properly? Not yet. Now imagine the opposite. You give them a detailed handbook with every step and rule, but no access to email, customer records, or the refund system. They understand the process, but they cannot complete the job. That is the simplest way to understand MCP and Agent Skills. MCP is like the accounts, keys, and connections. Agent Skills are like the handbook, training, and working method. An AI agent can use tools, gather information, work through several steps, and sometimes take actions for you. To do useful work, it often needs system access and guidance on how to perform the job. MCP and Agent Skills address those needs from different directions. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. It is an open standard for connecting AI applications to external systems. Through an MCP server, an agent can discover tools, read resources, use reusable prompts, retrieve information, or take permitted actions. It might search a database, read a calendar, check an order, or create a support ticket. The exact access depends on the server, application, and permissions you grant. MCP mainly solves a connection problem. An agent skill is a folder built around a file called skill.md. It contains instructions for a task and can also include scripts, references, templates, examples, and other assets. The agent first sees a short description. When a task matches, it loads the instructions and any extra resources it needs. Agent skills package know-how into a reusable format. They mainly solve a method problem. Consider a customer support agent handling a duplicate charge. An MCP connection could give it access to the inbox, the CRM, order history, payment records, and the refund tool. That lets the agent find the customer, inspect the transaction, and take an approved action. But access alone does not explain how to confirm the duplicate payment, whether a manager must approve the refund, what tone to use, or when to escalate. A refund skill could define the checks, policy, approval rules, response style, and final format. MCP gets the agent into the right systems. The skill helps it follow the right process. Together, they create a more complete workflow. There is an important caveat. The boundary is not perfectly rigid. MCP can expose prompts and workflows, not just tools and data. Agent skills can contain executable scripts, not just written instructions. Access versus method is a useful mental model, not a hard technical border. There is also a security question. An open standard is not automatically safe. An MCP server may connect an agent to sensitive information or actions. Give it only the access it needs. Use confirmation for high-impact actions. Review what it can read, change, or send. Skills can contain instructions, dependencies, scripts, and links to outside resources. Install skills from trusted sources. Review their instructions and code. Use a restricted environment when the risk is meaningful. Treat both as real extensions of what your agent can know and do. To decide what you need, ask 3 questions. Does the agent lack access? If it cannot reach the required data, tool, or system, MCP may be the missing piece. Does the agent lack a method? If it can reach the system but follows the wrong steps or produces inconsistent work, an agent skill may help. Does the job require both access and process discipline? If it must act inside real systems while following a defined policy, use MCP and skills together. Choose MCP for access. Choose agent skills for a repeatable method. Use both when the job needs access plus process discipline. The better question is not, which one wins? It is, what is stopping my agent from doing useful work? MCP connects the agent to the work. Agent skills teach the agent how you want the work done. When those pieces fit together, a general-purpose assistant can become much more useful for a specific, repeatable job.